Hello, everyone. I hope you're watching all your friends and family, taking care of them, and because you never know when it's their last. Okay, I have kind of talked about this several times and have got my channel on TikTok with account warning. Now, I think it's kind of weird for me to get an account warning, but it's every freaking where. It's everywhere. It's on YouTube. It's on TikTok. So for me to talk about it or anything in my own words is a big problem, obviously. So therefore, I'm gonna show you actual freaking proof of him actually saying it for so y'all ears can stop screaming and burning and acting like y'all about to die just because I'm talking about it. So basically, like I said, Bill Gates made a platform, has several people inside the building, probably like 5 or 6 in there, and they discussion on the topic was the name of the captions on YouTube, killing the God gene. Killing the God gene. Now, how they plan on doing it is that they want to kill the God gene. So they're going to get some vaccines to kill the God gene. Now, these vaccines supposed to be very potent and everything, very, very strong. Now, they talk about this platform on, it's 2 different brains that they done screens on. Now, these 2 brain scans of an atheist and a Christian, but they call them radical Christians. Wow, radical Christians. So, with that being said, so still, I've been over my cold, but with these radical Christians, they are saying that they're radical because they're dangerous and all this other stuff. So just like what they said with the Indians, so you get what I'm going at. So it's 2 brain scans. One is of an atheist and one is of someone, a Christian. Now, he said one of the people in the audience asked him how he gonna go about this, but we'll get to that in just a minute. Now, while they was doing the brain scan, they showed the atheist a video or a picture of a cross or something like that, and then they showed in pure hate or whatever, but theirs was brighter than the Christians, I believe it was. And I mean, it was just weird. It just talking about something like this. So they talk about killing the God gene. They talk about how Christians are radical, and they talk about how they're going to test it out in Africa, in India first. Test this out on Indians and Africans first before they do it in the U.S. Wow. So they decide that they want to make them a test dummy, pretty much a test dummy, and see how they react to it. Now, I'm sure y'all seen all the movies of these Christians getting, not Christians, but whatever in Africa, and they giving them shots. When they always have these videos talking about feed the children and stuff. Did you know most of these people from these so-called foreign countries, that half of them refuse America's food? They refuse it because even France and Italy say that their rice is not real here. American rice is not real. They don't consider it as food. So with on killing the God gene, they talk about take it out on them, use them as a test on it, see how it works. After they give them so many vaccines, Then, after they give them all these vaccines, they become human. How is that? So you giving them vaccines, you call this vaccine killing the God gene, and then on top of that, then they're regular humans. So what happens when they're regular humans? What do you do to them? What I say? What is going on right now? Airplanes crashing, getting blown up by fucking drones. You're going to say that, oh, is this the world is ending or whatever the case they might want to do to scare you. Because you know when your fear is high, you're the most weak. When you are in fear of something, you are weak. Your blood level, everything changed about you. It is changed about you where it makes you weak. So when a little virus come along, you so weak from all the fear, your body don't fight off this new germ. So I'm gonna let y'all hear from the horse's mouth. But first, I have something else for you. Just before that, to prove what I am saying, to prove it that they are trying. Also Bill Gates talks about it's not funny, but Bill Gates talks about that it need to be a natural disaster happens and that wipes out half of the world. Now, you're telling me this shit here? This motherfucker had a platform and he was sitting here going everywhere saying this stuff. But YouTube gave me so many strikes saying that I was citing violence. What's wrong? Y'all worried about little old me voice getting out there? Yeah, but remember, y'all try to label me as fucking insane and crazy and a psycho. I may be all of that, but I guess I got a little bit of brain cells. I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the fucking storage shed, but I got a little bit of damn sense. A little fucking sense. See, when you try to label people as certain crazy fucking shit like that, they tend to watch medical shows. They tend to watch fucking ER movies that teach you about everything. Teach you about, make you watch stuff to enlighten you, try to make you smarter, try to make you think and open your damn eyes, because apparently half of y'all motherfuckers don't like to do that. Get off the fucking back of the train and start acting like y'all got some fucking sense. Y'all have a great one and take it easy.
We looked at every single office visit. We stratified them according to the number of vaccines they had.
Okay.
So basically we had over 500 who had 0 vaccines, and then we had another 3,700 and some who had some vaccines. And what we found, Del, was actually even mind-boggling for myself. I mean, I had a sense, I've had a practice now for 14 years where parents get to decide. The one thing I am absolute on is informed consent. You, the parent, get to decide what gets injected into your baby, if anything.
Right.
You should always insist on that, or else walk out of that doctor's office. But because we do informed consent, we had a growing number of unvaccinated patients. And what I was clearly seeing was these kids don't get sick. They don't get chronic conditions. Well, the data spoke for itself. And you're showing your viewers the graphs. Those orange lines are over time, over that 10 and a half years, the more vaccines you had, the worse you were, for whether we looked at infections, ADD, ADHD, neurodevelopmental issues, eczema, allergies. It doesn't matter what we looked at, even just plain old anemia skyrockets in the vaccinated when compared to the blue line, the unvaccinated.
Wow.
This data is so powerful that within 5 days of it being available online, they yanked my license. December 3rd, 2020, the Oregon Medical Board had an emergency meeting, suspended my license. I was supposedly a threat.
So tell me, y'all, what did you think about that? So, I do know I suffer from depression, but, and don't everyone, when they go through grief and other things, don't they suffer from depression? I mean, they got this new thing out here. What do you call it? Addiction to gaming. Addiction to gaming. Wow. That probably take down a lot of our favorite games. Because they got all these lawsuits. But that's not here or there. We're on this other subject, Bill Gates. So, with that being said, all the stuff that you know, he had all these platforms. He have been talking about this for fucking centuries. Because since back 2005. But he most likely was talking about it way before then. Because he had to get people to help him get this money up to do this. And I heard that he's on to a new thing now. I don't know how much true it is, so it could be just hearsay. So, allegedly, which most likely is on film somewhere in this world, somewhere on some platform, somewhere, that he's trying to build a machine to turn down a light of the sun. Okay, really? This man is trying to get a machine to turn down the light of the sun. That would really mess some people up. Turn down the light of the sun. Okay, if they mess it up, and what happens? What if the sun explodes and hit the earth? And is there so many crazy things going on today? It don't make any sense. So, with that being said, what did you think about what that guy had to say? Now, he is a MD, whether they took his license or not. He was an MD for so many years till he got old and gray, and then he spoke up about his opinion. And that got him, allegedly. I don't have no documents, but as you see, it did show a document. So y'all go on Google and look it up. But who knows? They're probably just black and whitewashed. So, if you please, be nice. Don't say nothing hateful, because if you do, I'll probably either ignore you, because I think it's just ridiculous to sit there and argue with a person that's on a backwards train. I don't really got time for it. And if any of y'all tell me so tomorrow, father's still stalking me, stop it. Stop it. Because that person there, that's the number one hater on my page. On my YouTube page, that is. Number one hater. He's on Facebook too. Talking very badly about black people. And if you know who Thomas Sotomayor is, that's his atheist, but his real name is James. But a lot of people stalked him too. But anyways, I think I got one more. Check it out.
Our hypothesis is that these are fanatical people, that they have overexpression of the VMAT2 gene, and that by vaccinating them against this, we'll eliminate this behavior. So we have some very, very remarkable data in this next slide. Here we have two brain scans. These are fMRIs. These are two different individuals with different levels of expression of VMAT2. On top is an individual who's a religious fanatic, an individual, and we've repeated this numerous times, that has high levels of VMAT2. Now, This individual down here who had low levels of the VMAT2 gene, this individual would self-describe as not particularly religious. In each case, these individuals were read a religious text. This individual
So after you seen that one, what do you think? Was I right? Was I wrong? Was I right on the money? I might iterate. I might have skipped some certain key points, but you pretty much know what I'm talking about. It's very freaking there. So it shouldn't be hard for you to understand it. I probably missed a whole chunk of it, but shoot, I just basically dumbed it down to where people can understand it and my point of view of it. That he's getting some people together, they're coming up with some kind of vaccine to do some bad stuff. And did you know, around COVID-19, he made his own vaccine? But we talk about 2005. But I bet if you dive deep down into the internet, you can find something that when he was rallying up and trying to get people on his train so he can fuck shit up, allegedly. Hurt half of the world, allegedly. Depopulation the earth from people, allegedly. But ain't everyone tired of us saying allegedly? Because if it's actually the truth, why do we gotta keep saying allegedly? Fair use, a teaching moment out of my crazy head. Obviously, because according to everybody else in half the world, the government and everybody. But dang, if that messes with people, don't it make people autistic too? Don't it make them autistic, mental cases, and all types of things? Why is it that Ritalin supposed to help you, but when you take it, you might have a psychotic break? So am I wrong on that? Look up Ritalin. Check it out. Look at Pelso CR. Check it out. Look up freaking stabilizer. Because I think some of these medicines hurt more than they help. So maybe the scientists need to get on the right side of the world and stop being on the dark side. The bad ones anyways. Why would you make stuff that hurts? And I don't deny that I'm probably crazy, but hey, I guess only crazy people will understand what I'm saying, because since I'm so cuckoo for cuckoo. But hey, I'm what God says I am and nobody else. So I hope you enjoyed it, laugh, made your jokes or whatever you do. But do not come in my comment box and say nothing heinous. Because, harassment and lying on a person, you can get a lot of jail time for that. Did you know that? Harassment, you can get jail time for that. 5 years or more. Remember that.